You know, when I was a kid, I used to pick Miley. You know what Miley is? Beautiful, fragrant vine that used to be found in Oahu, but there's not any, hardly anymore, because it's just, people have just taken it, and it hasn't been sustained, and so it's not, it's hard to find. A Miley lei costs like $70 today. But when I was a kid for May Day, we'd go pick our own Miley. So what I would do with my friends is we would go get a spool of yarn and tie it to a post. Then we would walk through the forest to find the patch that we were looking for. And then what we'd do, can I get your arm? Thank you, right there. And then what we'd go in, we'd walk into the forest. And when we'd walk into the forest, we wanted to make sure, can I get your arm too, sir? And we'd tie it to another tree, and then we would walk all the way up into the forest so that we wouldn't get lost. You don't want to do breadcrumbs, because if you use breadcrumbs, then the mongoose would eat the bread and then you get lost. The rats would eat the bread and you get lost, so we would use yarn. So can I get your arm, please, sir? And then that's what we would do. And then so we would go all the way in, like half a mile to a mile in, but it's dark now, you can't find your way. And so we would hopefully nobody played a trick on us and cut the yarn, or we would be lost. My cousin's uncle was lost for like days in the forest of Panaeva Forest in Hilo, and he lost himself. He couldn't get out. He was going for Miley too, but he didn't have the yarn method, because this is only Honoka'a boys know how to do this. Hilo boys, they don't know, because anyway. So we would do that. We would go all the way up, and the thing is, we knew how to find our way back, because why? Because people would go into the wilderness with us. We wouldn't go alone. And sometimes the people that love us the best, who know us the most, we leave them behind because we're all in our feelings and we're having a difficult time mentally and spiritually and emotionally. And so I don't need nobody, especially guys just like me. I don't need nobody. I got this. And so your wife goes to the party all by herself with the kids, and you're home watching TV, and you just go lower and lower and lower. And then here's what happens. Sometimes when we go in the forest by ourselves, we can't find our way out, and we get lost. And then there's going to be a search and rescue party. And that search and rescue party comes when things are at its worst, not at its best. Elijah left one of the most important people in his life behind. I'm convinced that if Elijah had gone with his buddy, if he had taken his servant with him, that it's very possible that Elijah would still be fulfilling the purpose of God on his life. But at the same time, God is about to do a Romans chapter 8, verse 28. Thank you, sir. Romans chapter 8, verse 20. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to burn your neck. I apologize. No, just kidding. Sorry. Yeah. Anybody want to make a hat out of this, like a sweater? Or a blanket out of this? Thank you. And what happens, I've been there before. I've gone into the wilderness by myself. And Lisa didn't know how to go with me, because I didn't really want her to go with me. And sometimes we get into that place in our head where the devil's attacking us. And thank you, Randy. And it's called fiery darts. The devil will shoot the fiery darts. That's why it says you need the shield of faith to extinguish the fiery darts. And then that's why we need the helmet of salvation, because I'm not trying to scare you about the devil, because come on, greater is he that's in you than he is in the world, right? We all know that, right? But it's been 3.5 years since COVID. And the enemy's been playing with our minds, and he's been using our phones, and he's been using the apps, and he's been using the Instagrams and the TikToks that now I don't even stay there anymore. I'll pop in and I'll pop out, and I'll go like, oh my gosh, I was there a little bit too long. You know why? Because it makes you think I'm not that good, I'm not that smart, I don't have that, and they're better than me, and we all know that it's just a highlight reel. Yeah. Lisa and I got into an argument last week. You think I'm gonna post that? No, we didn't. Now, of course we did. Of course we get into arguments. Every now and then. Doesn't happen often. And then, she's not here, so I'm not going to say anything. Anyway, yeah. And then I say, I forgive you. No, just kidding. You're going to post that? No, you're not posting that. People are posting the best. Right. And so the thing that I've had to do to protect my mind was not use my phone. See, to get yourself out of the wilderness, sometimes what you need, you have to take somebody. You cannot leave. That's why connect groups are so important. You can't do Christianity by yourself. You've got to have brothers and sisters. That's why you got to serve. And when you find community, it's not just serving. There he goes. He wants us to serve again. No, I want Jesus to be fulfilled in your life, not mine. We're going to be okay if you don't serve, but I need you to serve. Why? Because you need to serve. And then you need to practice generosity because it's good for you. It's good for you, and you need community because when it happens, I'm the person I am because of the people that I've associated with for the last 20-something years. It's those people that have helped me to become, because you isolate from the. Never mind. Here's number 4. Almost worship team can come up. Here it is, number 4. You exaggerate your pain. You exaggerate your pain. I've had enough, Lord. I've had enough. I'm done. I quit. I'm over it. Don't say those words, especially in front of your kids. It brings insecurity automatically. Never mention the word divorce in your family. It makes them insecure. Man, my mom and dad, they didn't fight a lot, but when they did, I used to get scared. I was scarier than all the other 4 children. Because I could hear it. And I didn't even know what was said. But I would be so scared. I'd be so scared. Because what you're going through is not that bad. Can I tell you that you'll get through it? Can I tell you that you're going to make it? Can I tell you that sometimes you think, oh, no, they don't understand what I'm going through. There are people who do. There are people who do. No, but you don't understand. No. You'd be surprised. Yeah, but you've never gone through this before. It doesn't matter. I might have, but I can speak to it. I think if you had a brotherhood, they could talk you out of your craziness. They could talk you off of that decision you're about to make. Again, they're hearing how you're talking about. No. You cannot listen to your girlfriends at work. Oh, you should be with somebody else. Oh, no, look at us. We got freedom now. We got freedom. Yeah. That freedom ain't worth it. I'm telling you right now. You hang in that marriage. You stick with each other. I'm telling you right now. Because why? Because the devil wants to accentuate and exaggerate what you're going through.